Welcome back to the channel, everyone. So today I thought we would take a look at two models of 25-liter camera backpacks. Why the 25-liter camera backpack? Well, if you are like me and you have to travel a lot for work with your cameras, and you don't like that anxious feeling you get before boarding a plane because you're worried about the overhead storage on that plane, and if that runs out, then you're asked to check your bag to your next destination or wherever that might be. If you have a 25-liter camera backpack, you then most likely, depending on the plane you're on, but probably 9 out of 10 planes, you have the option to slide this pack underneath the seat in front of you, which to me is a great relief when I'm boarding a plane. So I've got the new everyday pack, Peter McKinnon Nomatic, and I've got the PGYTech 25-liter camera backpack. So let's get into it. Let's just kind of run through my prerequisites for any kind of camera bag if I'm going to make it, if it's going to be viable for what I need to use it for. So I need to be able to fit a laptop, 16-inch laptop. Both these guys can do that. I need to be able to fit at least one camera body with a lens attached, and then a secondary body, plus probably at least 2 more lenses. And then have enough space to put the odds and ends, chargers, extra batteries, memory cards, the strobe remotes, that type of thing. And both of these bags will do that. But let's take a look at both of them. You will, I guess from the onset, the price is probably one of the biggest differentiators between these two. $200 for this bag, $350 for this bag to start. And we'll kind of get into that shortly. But let's just kind of look at them. One of the other prerequisites, now that the bags like this have come out, is that the bags can sit on their end without flipping over when you place them down. This is, I feel like, a very underrated aspect of a good bag, is to be able to place it down and not have it topple over one way or the other. In the past, you would have to, at least the bags I had, you would have to lay them either one side or the other, which for me is just I'm not going to have another bag where I have to do that. So these bags both do that very well. The strappings on both of these, very nice. The Nomatic pack is probably, it's got a little more padding to it, I would say. So if you're using this more as a hiking bag, or you're going to have it on maybe all day, this might be the better option. Although, that being said, these are very comfortable as well. Both bags have great padding on the inside with airflow areas, so it's not flat up against your back, and you do get that cooling airflow as you move with these packs. This pack does also have a area here where if you have rolling luggage with you, you can slide the handle through and set this on top of your roller and roll that through the airport or so, what have you, which is a nice addition to this bag. This one's got another handle right here on the inside, which both these bags are good about handles and being able to grab them just about anywhere. Another prerequisite that I like to have is the option for tripod. Both these bags offer that. The PGY's got an extendable kind of a not Velcro, not like a elastic pocket here. And it's got a strap that's built into the bag, which goes from here to here and automatically loops in. The everyday Nomatic pack here has got a magnet attachment. And then you've got an area where you can add a strap. Straps do cost extra with this bag. I'm not sure what, and they're around maybe 20 bucks. But that's kind of a theme with this bag is to get the extra additions or add-ons to kind of open its full potential. You will have to pay more money to add those to this pack. Let's look at I guess the way these bags function too is different. So this bag, let me open this one. Great zippers on both these bags. The PGY has got these little loops here, which also you can set them up around these loops right up here. And what this is somewhat of like a theft deterrent. And on each one of the zippers, you'll find these loops here. So if you're somewhere and someone wants to snag something out of your bag real quick, if you loop these through these little holders right here, you can't operate the zipper. Pretty neat little setup there for security purposes. Just wanted to kind of point that out. This bag is full of these little add-ons and additions and stuff you might not even notice when you first get it. Okay, but to to open it, not unlock it. To open it, you just unzip like that. This one opens like on its side. This is more of a, I guess, a horizontal type opening, whereas this one is vertical. But just a quick look on the inside, you see the dividers here. You can set these up however you like. Let's go ahead and open this one. One thing I'll note on this bag as well is that all these zippers, based off of how you have the bag, I guess, set up when you close it, all these zippers can end up in, actually not that one, this one here. All these zippers can end up in the same area, which is a little confusing to grab. It's like a traffic jam of zippers. So what I've found that I do is I place these on one side and then set these up opposite of that, so I don't run into that issue. All right, but so opening this up, you see this one opens in more of a vertical, I guess you would say, orientation. Very similar, or it's exactly the same as the larger 35-liter bag, which I have, which is probably the main reason that I picked up this bag when it became available. I use the 35-liter when I'm driving to work, to jobs, and I'm not concerned about the size of the bag. It's just a well-made bag, and I can fit as much stuff as I need to in that bag. And I can, throw it over my shoulders if I need to, if I've got other gear I need to roll. So that's the reason why I ended up with this bag, although I've been super happy with this one and been using it probably for over a year now. Dividers, very similar. These a little thinner in some areas. You've got these other thin ones here, but they are a little more substantial, but almost the same. But you do have these thicker ones, which help keep the shape of the pack. This one's got a big one coming through the middle, which helps keep the integrity. I will say the overall build quality, or I guess rigidity of the bag, it's more prevalent here in the Nomatic. So let's just say, as an example, if I were to load up both of these bags and I knew I was going to drop them 10 feet or something, I would definitely rather have them in this bag than this bag. But I don't know how real world case that is for you. I'm usually the one handling my bags, and I'm taking pretty good care of them. As far as laptop storage, you've got, like I said, they'll both fit a 16-inch. The one on this bag fits on this side here, kind of on the outside, so you do have access outside of the bag, so when it's closed you can get to it. This one is on the inside right here. It just kind of is what it is. It works just fine for me. You can actually unzip just the top part and still access your laptop if you need to get to it, maybe when you're traveling, that type of thing. Another cool feature on this bag are these little dividers that flip down, and so it gives you like two compartments in one. So you can put some small stuff here, and you can flip that down and either just hold that small stuff in place, or you can add more stuff to the top. So it doubles up your storage in this type of setup. You don't have that in this bag, but like I said, these are both bags have great dividers. You'll notice that the shape of this bag is more of a rectangle. This one is rounded off at the top. Stylistically, I guess it probably looks a little bit better, from the outside, but I think, from a function standpoint, I think you've got a little more real estate in this bag than you would on this one here. I'm not one to use outside access to my bag in a case like this. I'm usually going from point A to point B and everything stays in my bag. I'm not using this as like a run and gun shoot type thing. But right in here where I've got this camera compartment, you do have access, external access with the zipper right there if you need it. And so you can do that. This bag, you've got an area up on the top, which they're calling, I think, like the loft area, where you can access that from the outside as well as right here from the inside. Now this one also is, so as I kind of alluded to earlier, to fully customize this bag, you're gonna have to pay for it. And you can get these little cube dividers where you can pull out all this stuff, drop these in, and then pull and play like these, if that's something you're into. Once I got these, I kind of realized that I'm not gonna be able to fit like a full-size camera in these little cubes. Also, on top of that, I'm not the type that's gonna reconfigure my bag based off of what I'm doing. I'm more of, I get it set the way I want it, and that way it's kind of as it is all the time. This one, like I said, though, you can configure using those cubes. They have even like a large cube. I just have the divider set that works in here. You can pull out the top part of these dividers, and you might be able to see that down here, and you can expand out this loft area and then have like just one little small set of dividers at the bottom. You can also put one of those mini cubes down in this area where you would reach it through the top. So there are plenty of reviews on this bag online. If you're interested in all that, you know, please go check that out. I will say too, where the lid on this bag holds your laptop, this one has little bags. I really like how they did the zippers on these with these tabs that stick straight out. It's super easy to grab these zippers and work that. So it's kind of a more of a traditional setup on the opening of this bag is what you get. But another question I normally get when I do these types of videos is, you know, how deep are these bags? This one I measured out at like 5.5 inches, and then this one is a little bit shallower at right around 5 inches. Both can hold a mirrorless. This is a Canon R5 with a 24 to 70-2.8, so not a small lens. And then I've got the battery grip on here, so both can hold the cameras with a battery grip on it, and you can close it and it'll zip just fine. Let's do it over here on the Nomatic. Same type of situation. I can close that up and it'll zip just fine. The issue is when you're traveling with a laptop, this top part of the camera is going to be pushing against your laptop on this bag and on this bag. So what I end up doing is taking the grip off when I'm traveling with my laptop, which is usually all the time. And then I will, you know, stash that in one of the other pockets. So let's just kind of, I'm going to build out kind of my prerequisites. So I need a camera with a lens, an extra camera body right there. Another thing I like to have the option is having the 70-200. This is not going to stand up in either one of these bags, so you're going to need space to lay that down. That'll go right there. I need room for an extra lens. I've got a couple different options here. Obviously I can take this off of here and it will go in easier, but I do have room for an extra lens, and then I can probably put another one here. So this is kind of an easy layout. Then I've got room up in here for remotes, stuff like that. I usually lay my cables over the top, and then I'll have this full area here, which I normally travel now these days with like a tech pouch that I keep all my chargers, card readers, cables, and so I would probably stash that in the top there, which is what I've done when I've used this bag on a job. So I've taken this, I've had it long enough now to use it at least on one job, and that's kind of how I laid that out. So we'll just move this over here to this bag, and there's my extra body. Doing this quickly, obviously. Let's see, we can put this over here. We've got plenty of room for, you know, this lens. The battery grip can go here or over here even. I can even lay this down like this. You can see I've just got a little more real estate here. and I can probably, like that tech pouch that I'm talking about, it could probably stash into this bag here. So at the end of the day, both of these bags are great options for, you know, what they're for me primarily used for, to lessen my anxiety when I'm boarding a flight. And I don't think you would be unhappy with either purchase. So I just thought I would come on here real quick. If you want to see more in-depth videos on these, please search these on on YouTube. There are plenty of different specific reviews on these. I thought I would kind of lay it out. And then I guess at the end of the day, if I'm traveling on a job where I need the max equipment, I'm probably going to take this. If it's more of a light duty type job, I would probably opt for this bag. So I can see uses in both of them. If I had to pick one with the price in mind, it's hard to go against this PGYTech bag. And as I'm sitting here looking at it, there's even a little pouch here on this strap, so you can put Allen wrenches, any little camera tripod adapters. This is just a great place for that. For those of you that might be in the market for one or two of these bags, or just need a bag of this size, I don't think you can go wrong with either one of these models. And so I hope this video enlightened you in that area. So if you found it worthy, please give it that thumbs up. If you'd like to see more content just like this in the future, hit that subscribe button down there and the little bell that'll let you know when I'm back here on the channel. You can also find me on social media at QuantsPhoto on Instagram and Twitter. Y'all, please stay safe and healthy out there, and I will see you again here in the next one.